all this time, it's finally done. I spent weeks perfecting this and making sure that it was completely perfect. And now it's done, and we're gonna watch it. Come on!
I may have just accidentally deleted the whole thing?
That's great! It's great! You just deleted my whole project that I've spent weeks making. Oh, that's fantastic! It's great. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's not like that's a summative project that's due in 3 days. It's great. It's just a little thing I did for fun. Delete all of it. That's fine. I understand. I call dibs on directing. Okay, so for the beginning of this story, we're going to have to go all the way back to the beginning of World War I. First off, the war happened, obviously, and then the war ended with the Treaty of Versailles. And on that treaty was a rule saying Germany had to pay $33 billion in reparations. And this is where things start to go downhill, because this almost immediately started the Great Depression. Of course, Germany wasn't too happy with this. And guess what? Adolf Hitler said that he was going to help Germany rebuild their economy and stop the pain the Treaty of Versailles was putting on them. But it turns out that he just ruined everything for everyone. Commence World War II! There were lots of gunshots and dead people, but eventually that ended too. And that's where the bulk of our story begins. In 1945, right after World War II, nobody trusted Germany. Because why would they? Seriously, they just almost single-handedly started the Second World War. Why would you trust them? So the Allies took over Germany with 4 sections, being split up to the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and the Soviet Union. Yep, it's just one communist country trying to run a country with democratic governments. Oh boy. And even worse, they split up Berlin into 4 pieces too. So that means they're just this little tiny democratic section and the communist section. What were they thinking? This is the stupidest thing that the government has ever done, and they just let... Whoa, calm down, Mars. Pull yourself together. I'm sorry, I just get so worked up. Well, I would like to see you try and direct a documentary. All right, I'll take over your job. Well, I was about to quit anyway. Good. Good riddance. Wait, what? I should be better at this, because I know movies. A year later, in 1946, reparations started to fall apart between the 4 countries. France, United Kingdom, and the United States decided to merge their territory, officially creating the terms East Germany and West Germany, with West Germany being democratic and East being communist. The Soviet Union weren't a fan of this. They thought that merging the 3 sections would give the one section too much power. This was also happening in Berlin, where France, the United States, and the United Kingdom merged into one section. If the Soviet Union was mad at the merging in West Germany, you know they were really mad about this. They almost immediately started trying to get the Democrats out of Berlin. They decided to start a blockade. A Berlin blockade. Since West Germany and East Germany were now separate countries, the Soviet Union argued that now Berlin was not the only capital, and that West Germany should not have any control over it. They also decided that the Autobahn highway needed repairs and would be closed until it was fixed. This happened to be the road that connected East and West Berlin. Huh, what a coincidence.
Not a coincidence. They said this so people couldn't get into West Berlin.
You seriously thought that people wouldn't know that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe the judges will take off points for wrong information or something.
Hey, I'm the one who deleted it.
I should direct the thing. The thing? Do you even know what it is? Not really. Well, then don't do it.
Okay, so, this is about history. 3 hours ago I ate a sandwich.
No, it has to be about the Berlin Wall.
Oh. Once upon a really long time ago, all the way back in the caveman days, some guy built a wall. He was the first person to ever come up with a house.
Here, what are you doing? I'm a dinosaur. I was around when all that stuff actually happened. Get ready for a super detailed first-hand documentary. I was in Africa at the time when this was happening, but I read all about it in the news.
I thought you said this was a first-hand account.
It is.
But you read it on the news.
Okay, maybe it's not a first-hand account, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, so the whole blockade thing caused West Germany to not be able to send supplies to East Germany, so they started to deliver food, water, and a bunch of other things over. Over a year later, the East Germaniers, as I like to call them for no particular reason, called off the blockade. But they had another huge trick up their sleeve. Time jump 10 years. Now I will have one of those fades they have on TV documentaries where it goes to commercial.
Are we gonna switch narrators again?
Oh yeah, we probably shouldn't have done that. We're gonna have to explain that to the judges.
I think we should. It could be like our theme.
Alright, Gilbert, you do it. You haven't done anything.
To be honest, I just came for the food.
Well, you better start quick, because the commercial break is ending in 3, 2, 1.
The government then decided to build the Berlin Wall, a giant wall that separated East and West Germany. Not only did it do that, but it also separated friends and family. Not only did it do that, but it also separated all the eastern mice from the cheese factory on the other side of the country. Poor mice. So hungry. So starving.
Yeah, we're definitely switching again. Yeah, I think the judges would be tired of your voice by now.
Well, my turn.
People hated the wall. People in the West drew graffiti on it and basically treated it like a canvas. People in the East didn't, because they couldn't. The wall in the East was heavily guarded with soldiers and guns and lots of soldiers and guns. Lots of people tried to cross the border by going under it or above it. Some succeeded. Some definitely failed. At least 170 people failed, but over 5,000 made it across. Times in Germany were tough. It seemed as though there was no hope. Peace was gone for the German people.
You're just gonna end it like that?
I would be crying, but I know your ending is full of fluff, so...
Yeah, that's gonna get late in a bad grade.
Do you need me to save your documentary? Do you need a little Mars action? Sure, why not? Really? Yay! Okay, so the president or communist guy or whoever said that he and West Berlin were friends again and their quarrel was over and now they were letting people through the wall. And you could tell people really didn't like the wall because they literally smashed it down with sledgehammers and there was a big party and I'm just so happy.